kitchen. It's very close to the living room, which is really convenient that this is like one big open space. And my favorite part about my kitchen are my crazy tiles. This was one of the first things that I found that I felt like, oh my God, I have to have those when I was out shopping for materials when the kitchen was being remodeled. It was a very bold choice and it seemed really loud, but now it's like my favorite part of the house and I love talking about it and everyone's like, oh my God, I never would have thought to do that. So it really worked out. Before you guys came, I was just making sure that my daughter hadn't taken bites out of the fruit because her favorite thing to do is take a bite, put it back, take a bite, put it back, take a bite, put it back from every piece of fruit. So you usually have to like turn them so her little bite marks don't show. This is a huge, important part of the house, especially during quarantine when I was a second grade teacher. We did a lot of wine drinking and a lot of cocktail making then. I love this piece. I got this at this really cool place in LA called Gallery Half. And the thing that's epic about this table is just one solid piece of wood. So there's no breaks in it and it's quite beat up. So I don't feel like we could do anything to it at this point. And that gives me a lot of peace. And this piece is Lindsay Edelman and I love it. Kind of reminds me of like some modern space thing. So this is the kids' playroom. This used to be a formal dining room and we didn't use it. So we made this a kids' room. I'm a little afraid to open the cabinets because like just might come pouring out. This is really sweet actually. Luca and I at night we say I love you all the way. And so I had this made for his playroom. And since we've been doing school, we added a computer. These are his fish that I thought were gonna die. I was like, yeah, of course we can have them. We're on like year 3 of these same fish. But now I'm quite attached to them and they're so social. Like they'll come up and just like hang out and stare and watch you. Where like most fish I feel like swim away. I always like to think they're like saying hi to me. And we also have crested gecko, which is a new addition. Actually it was my idea to get him. His name is Chip. So this is pretty much the only space I have in the house that belongs to me. This is where I hide from my kids and lock the door. And I have this really nice vanity space. I love this so much. One of my friends, Blonda, is an amazing artist and she sketched this picture of Luco when he was little, brushing his teeth. I recently bought a camera. She's kind of just been living there. I'm getting used to her. So my husband actually bought me this guitar. Her name's Oreo. I don't know how anyone plays guitar. It's the hardest thing on the planet Earth. Here's my lovely bathtub. I love to take baths. This space, actually, I decided to have a home birth with my daughter, so I had her right here in this room, and it was very peaceful and a lovely way to meet my baby for the first time. This is my closet, and I have a little bit of a shoe obsession and a bag obsession and a coat obsession, actually. It's very peaceful and constantly like rearranging things, and it's never usually that clean. So come into Banks's room. I had a lot of fun doing this. I don't know, I thought I was going to play it so much more cool, and I went full-blown pink. Her bathroom's my favorite part, if you want to come check that out. So this whole entire wall is tiled pink for her, and the gold hardware is really sweet with that, and her little vanity. Luca got kicked out of this room when Banks was coming. And he was pretty upset about it. I'm like, I promise your room's going to be so sick. I'm going to make it amazing. I was like, please trust me. Please, I'm going to make it cool. And I think I succeeded. So this was the guest room. And it's quite a big space. And I tried really hard to utilize more of how tall the ceiling is. And thinking about him getting older and how this room can evolve. He has this epic slide that the kids love and play on all the time. They go up a ladder and like run across the top and slide down this. And it makes a ton of noise, but well, you have kids, right? Here's his bed. And there's 2 bunk beds up there and this net that you can roll across that's super sturdy. Luca made this artwork in the beginning of quarantine. I would have to agree with him. Coronavirus is stupid. Here's this cool bathroom, really clean. These tiles are these like new concrete tiles that everyone's putting in, and I love them. I think they're so playful. They're so energetic. Is our backyard, and we spend so much time here playing and eating dinners and swimming all the time. I was a gymnast growing up, and so we have this really cool in-ground trampoline that Luca spends almost all day on. You want to show us your flip? Yeah! We also have a water slide out here. I like to say it's for the kids, but it's really for me. I use it the most. I love it. And there's a little tree house. Here's my little herb garden. trying really hard to have a green thumb. I just don't, but I'm working at it. It's really convenient to not have to go to the store to get like chives or something. And the newest addition, so this is actually our quarantine hang space when we do have friends over. The chairs are like 6 feet apart and no one has to be close to each other, and we can see some of our friends. So we have 6 chickens right now, and I have hatchlings inside, but they're not big enough to be in the coop yet. So it's been a really fun project for me. Hi guys! Hi! They're just starting to get used to me. I come in and give them treats every day. Hi! I got one. This is Patsy, one of my sweetest little chickens. She hasn't laid an egg yet, but hopefully soon. So this has been a really fun project for me, and I spent a lot of time out here hanging out with them because I'm a dork. Thank you so much for coming into my home Architectural Digest. I'm a huge fan, like I said before. I hope you enjoyed the tour, and see you again soon. All right, you ready to go back in, girl? I know you want your friends.